Once upon a time, in a lush green forest filled with towering trees and colorful flowers, there lived a timid bunny named Benji. Benji was small and fluffy, with big, nervous eyes that darted around at the slightest noise. While all the other animals in the forest were busy exploring and playing, Benji preferred to stay hidden in his burrow, too scared to venture out into the unknown. One sunny morning, as Benji peeked out of his burrow, he noticed a commotion near the edge of the forest. A group of animals had gathered, whispering excitedly. Curiosity piqued, Benji cautiously made his way toward the crowd, his heart pounding with fear and anticipation. "What's going on?" Benji asked a squirrel standing nearby. "We've heard that a fierce dragon has been spotted nearby," the squirrel replied, eyes wide with worry. "We need someone brave to go and chase it away before it causes any harm." Benji's ears drooped. He knew he wasn't brave like the other animals, but as he looked around at his friends, fear reflected in their eyes. Something stirred within him. Despite his trembling legs and racing heart, Benji knew he had to do something to help. Summoning all his courage, Benji stepped forward. "I'll do it," he said, his voice barely above a whisper. The other animals stared at him in disbelief. "But you're just a bunny," one of them exclaimed. "I may be small," Benji replied, "but I won't let fear hold me back. I'll find the dragon and make sure it doesn't harm anyone." With determined steps, Benji set off into the forest, his heart pounding louder with every step. As he journeyed deeper into the woods, the trees seemed to grow taller, casting long shadows that danced in the sunlight. But Benji pressed on, his fear fading as his determination grew. After what felt like hours, Benji stumbled upon a clearing where a great dragon lay curled up, its scales shimmering in the sunlight. Despite his trembling legs, Benji stood tall and called out to the dragon. "Hey you!" he shouted, his voice quivering but resolute. "You can't scare us! Leave this forest at once!" The dragon stirred, its eyes narrowing as it fixed its gaze on the tiny bunny before it. But instead of roaring in anger, the dragon let out a hearty laugh. "You, a little bunny, dare to challenge me?" the dragon boomed. "I admire your courage, little one." Benji blinked in surprise. He had expected the dragon to be fierce and terrifying, but instead it seemed almost friendly. "I mean it," Benji said, trying to sound brave. "You have to leave this forest." The dragon chuckled again. "Very well, little bunny. I will leave this forest in peace." With a mighty flap of its wings, the dragon soared into the sky and disappeared into the clouds. Benji watched in amazement, hardly able to believe that he had faced down a dragon and emerged victorious. As he made his way back to the forest, Benji was greeted as a hero. The other animals cheered and praised him for his bravery, and Benji felt a warmth spread through him, unlike anything he had ever felt before. From that day on, Benji was known as the brave bunny of the forest. Though he was still small and timid, he had proven that courage could turn even the smallest creatures into heroes. And whenever danger threatened, the animals of the forest knew they could count on their brave little friend to come to their aid. The story reminds us to believe in ourselves, confront our fears, and that bravery comes from within, no matter how small we may feel.